Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Listen, I'm glad to have you guys here on this May the 25th of 2021. Thank you for tuning in. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what. Computers are advancing so fast. It's something called Moore's Law, you know? And the thing about it is we're trying to move toward a cashless system where money all runs on computers and everything out there. But there's a new generation of computers coming. They're called quantum computers. And, just like we created all these computers, well, think about it. Do you remember probably your first computer back? I don't know, maybe my first computer was around the year 2000. Okay? And the thing ran at about like 400 megahertz. Has a single core processor. It used to go click, 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 click. You could hear the hard drive, clicking and clicking away, and it was so slow. Oh my goodness, a pocket calculator now. A wristwatch now is faster than my whole computer was, and the thing weighed about 50 pounds. Okay? But look at where we've come to. My cell phone that I have, and I got an older cell phone. I mean, it's a smartphone, but it's like maybe 4 years old or something, It's not the latest and greatest either, but it's way faster than my first computer was. This is how quick we're advancing. So now we got the quantum computers coming along. And you watch, when they get the quantum computers in, they'll start mass producing quantum computer chips. And every child will have a quantum computer. As powerful as probably what Google's got right now. In their cell phone. Right? What's this going to do to cryptography? And not just cryptography, but also the regular network that they have in place right now where they send digital dollars. To quantum computers is like, can cut through all that like a hot knife through butter. And you can have some little 5-year-old kid hacking with just some program that, I mean, just we're moving into a new world, a world where they got printers that can create things that I'm not even going to mention in a printer, what they call 3D printing. We're entering into a really weird world. So now we want to move away from cash. We want to move away from gold and silver and all these real forms of money that exists in the real world, and we want to move into this digital money in this digital realm. But now we got the quantum computers coming along. Well, let's get the internet open. Let's take a look. Let's start it right here and take a look at what's going on. Where was my article I had here? Let me back page and see what's going on. Google aims to for a commercial quantum computer by 2029. What would that do to Bitcoin? It says. Let's explore quantum computer problems. The problems might solve, and what do your current security protocols and blockchain? Well, I'm going to tell you guys what. From what I've heard, quantum computers can actually cut through these long codes. It's amazing how much faster quantum computers are. They're like 100,000 times faster than the best computers that we're using now. And they can break the codes. They can break the codes on any form of money that you want to create. That's crypto type money, And it doesn't matter if it's a government version. So we're going in this direction. We're heading toward cryptography and heading toward cryptographic money and a Fed coin and everything else. And we're going all into this whole hog. But the quantum computers are coming along whole hog, and I can see the two making two cars crashing on the freeway. Maybe we'll have to go back. Because I'm going to tell you, you can have all the quantum computers you want out there. You can't hack a real gold coin. It's not connected to the internet. I'm sorry, but you can't even hack cash. If a guy's got a big wad of cash in his hand, how are you going to hack that on the internet? And now, if he transfers that cash into digital form, and he's got it in his bank account and as digits, say he went into his bank and deposited that money, now you can hack it. The problem is hacking with quantum computers. Hacking is going to evolve faster and be available to everyone faster than they can, uh, faster than the cryptography can keep up. So it says new scientist answers a question. What is a quantum computer? Let's just go there for a second. New scientist. What is a quantum computer? Quantum computers are machines that use properties of quantum physics to store data and perform computations. This can be extremely advantageous for certain tasks where they could vastly outperform our present supercomputers, even our best supercomputers. Vastly outperform even our best supercomputers. I'll tell you what I think. I think it's all going to come down to a chip. I think quantum computing is all going to come down to a quantum computing CPU, a chip. And at first, it'd probably be just like it was back when you used to create your own computers at home. IBM, and they had clone computers and everything. They were expensive, they were big, they were clunky. You remember back in before the year 2000. But you always used to have to buy that chip, that CPU. It was very expensive. Well, they're going to do the same darn thing. They'll come out with the quantum computer CPUs. Everybody will want one, and they'll be expensive. And then later they'll start mass producing them, and then they'll go into all the little cell phones and everything. Everything will have a little quantum. Probably be the tiniest little thing you ever seen. They'll probably get them down so they're microscopic, practically. The chip, you know. This is where we're going with technology. It's moving so fast, you know. So it might antiquate to all of the digital currencies, including the dollar. All of these, everything just went digital. I've always thought we've moved into this too fast, without thinking it through. This whole internet revolution. That's what I've always thought. We've moved into it way too fast. The old system we used to have with the hard money that we carried in our pocket, and you could actually put your fingers on it, even if it was a penny, a dollar, a quarter, the old silver dollars we used to have and everything. That was a stable system, and it worked. It worked good, and it didn't have any flaws. You either had the dollar in your pocket or you didn't. It was as simple as that, and nobody could hack it out of your pocket. Gold price today. Oh, we got moving up. There we go. They're starting to put some trust in real money again. We're moving up. And I told you guys yesterday, I said, hey, listen, we're going to start creeping up. I don't think by huge amounts, but I don't think it's going to come back down. Now, you guys know I got a sense for these markets better than anybody out there. You just remember last week, for crying out loud, I told you sentiments changed on Bitcoin. What happened the next day and the next day and the next day after I told just when I told you, I said sentiments change, guys, on the Bitcoin market. It's not bullish anymore, I said. And what happened? Right? Well, she's leveled off now, The cream's all been taken off the top now, and it's not falling like it was anymore. And I also told you when I saw it level off. And I said, well, that's it. They've knocked it down by half, and now it's not in the bubble anymore. Okay, but this I've told you guys. So she's gonna start creeping up. There she goes. She's starting to creep up. And I said it's not gonna come back down like how it had been going up 60 cents and then coming down 50 cents and then going up 70 cents and then coming down 90 cents. No. Now it's gonna start creeping up. Little bits. And it ain't gonna come back down until it's done doing what it's going to do. And it might take months. It might take years. Because this is the asset classes right here, gold and silver. that haven't had any luck for ages, and now they're going to come into their luck. I think that's what I think's happening right now. Anyway, we're looking at a gold price of 1892. So see, if you're holding gold and silver now, I think you're finally going to start to have some luck. 27.87 for silver. It's up 12 cents. Small gains, but I think it's a market that's going to start to heat up, really heat up over the next months. And I think ultimately, in the end, we're going to see as big a gains as we saw with crypto in this market. But to really capitalize on those gains, you guys gotta hold the physical. You can't hold these screwball derivatives products because they're nothing but paper. Don't play the paper game, guys. Don't play it. Don't even start it. Just stay with your physical. And if you can accumulate as much as you can, I mean, just stay with the physical. And this is where you're going to make out really good. Cryptocurrency today. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 37,531. So if you guys didn't buy in when it was around 33,000, I think you kind of missed the boat a little bit, on the cryptos. But the cryptos is going through metamorphosis right now. They're trying to find the best ones. And when they find the best ones, like I say, about 5 or 10 years from now, they might get all busted to pieces when these new computers come out, these new quantum computers. But it's probably 5 or 10 more years. It might be 20 more years, and crypto might make it really big, and it might displace all of the fiat currencies in the world. The cryptography money might be the big money, and then all of a sudden this new threat comes around, quantum computers that can hack them anytime they want. Who knows what they'll do that far into the future. I can't see them outlawing quantum computers, though, because it's going to advance technology so much faster. They'll have to do something about it, though. Maybe they'll have to go back to gold and silver and start minting coins, millions of coins or something. I don't know. Our future is we're going through it. We're entering into this future, and we're seeing it unfold as the days progress and as the months progress. We're seeing our future unfold in front of our eyes. Okay, Dow Jones today. Now, see this market here? This market here is exhausted. And what I mean by that is we haven't seen any real solid movement to the upside in this Dow Jones and in the stock markets for months. They've been just hovering around 34,000. Up and down, but hovering around 34,000. That's because it's exhausted. It's like a runner that's run a marathon, and he's absolutely can't even stand up. He has to bend over with his hands on his knees and pant for air. You say, run some more, and he, I can't, I'm tired. Too tired. That's what this market is. It's tired out. Completely tired out. So unless some new money comes in and gives it a second wind, let's take a look now at crude oil, 66.24, and we're heading towards $70 for crude. You watch. But that's just part of the whole inflation. Because this is a commodity, guys. Commodities are going to continue to chug along with the whole inflation thing. And as the mentality of the world starts to change and switch toward inflation is a self-manifesting prophecy. It feeds itself. Once it gets started, more and more people start to realize, hey, prices are going up. So then they run out and buy, and that makes prices go up all the faster. It can get out of control, really. And really, there's nothing they can really do about it now at this point. They have a few tools, the central banks, but they can't use them anymore because we got too much outstanding debt. Move index today, 54.94. Chugging along pretty low. We're going to take a look now at the bonds and rates. And now here's another exhausted market. We've had a bull market in the bonds, and we've got almost no yield left anymore. It's exhausted. When you're going to invest your money for 30 years, and you're only going to get 2.2%. That's that's totally exhausted, especially when we got this much inflation. We've got right now, they've admitted we got 4.2% inflation, consumer inflation. And I'm going to tell you that is so understated. It's unbelievable. And they're only going to give you 2.27% per annum when we got they acknowledge 4. That means you're losing money. That's just saying, okay, we're going to rob you. Come buy these at 2.27%, and we're going to rob you for the next 30 years because inflation's already at 4.2%. That's basically what it's saying. Okay, dollar index today, 89.78. Dollar's struggling. We got Chinese banks buying dollars, and it's being compared against the euro. 60% of the dollar index is euro. So that's what the dollar's being compared against. And the euro is going down the toilet. It's a piece of garbage. And we're comparing it against the dollar, and the dollar still can't get its head up above the water. And it's the best horse in the glue factory? Oh my goodness, we are in such trouble. So much trouble. You might as well, when the milk all spills all over the floor, you might as well laugh as cry, you know? Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the very next show. Bye-bye.